market declined, in part because he left so much work. Most well-known artists left modest estates, their best work sold in their lifetimes. Warhol, thanks to years of critical disrespect and dismal sales, as well as his factory production, left a humongous estate. 4,118 paintings, 5,103 drawings, 19,086 prints, and 66,512 photographs. The newly formed Andy Warhol Foundation for the Visual Arts had to battle its way through bitter probate matters with the estate's swashbuckling lawyer Eddie Hayes, an exercise that would take years and sell a lot of art, which on balance was a lot easier. The figure entrusted with selling that art, more than any other, was Larry Gagosian. Others were involved, most critically Fred Hughes, Warhol's longtime business manager, and foundation director Vincent Fremont, who had begun by sweeping the factory floors as a teenager. They made the decision to go with Gagosian, consigning him $10 million of art. It was like a liquidation, to be honest, Gagosian said later of the situation Fremont inherited. He knew I had a passion for Andy's work, and I was a hustler and a friend. He gave me the key to the warehouse and a commission on all work sold. It was Gagosian in turn who picked the collectors he felt should get first crack at the posthumous Warhol market. Swiss dealer Thomas Amann was one, but not his fellow Swiss dealer Bruno Bischofberger, whose tight control of Basquiat may have irked Gagosian. Nor did Gagosian sell to the Mugrabis or the Nachmats. He did sell the German collector and investor Nicolas Berggruen and to Peter Brandt, by now a quite wealthy paper mill magnate and magazine publisher. I would take Peter Brandt and others and sell the work, Gagosian explained. Several shows were also produced with the Foundation's approval, and a market once universally regarded as moribund began coming back to life. Asher Edelman, the dealer and collector, was struck in observing the Warhol market by just how unregulated this unregulated business was. The Warhol buyers and sellers made far more money than even the auction results implied. Let's take a transaction where Dealer 1 has a Warhol for sale, Edelman described later. Dealer 2 offers to guarantee it at auction for $10 million. The Warhol goes to auction with all parties, Dealer 1, Dealer 2, and the auction house, knowing it will sell for at least $10 million because that is Dealer 2's guarantee. Then this bidding goes on, Edelman continued. Dealer 2 makes the winning bid of $10 million for the Warhol. But that was where it got creative. At the same time, Dealer 1 on the side buys another Warhol in a private deal from Dealer 2. This Warhol is agreed upon by both dealers to be worth $10 million too. The net change for both dealers, Edelman noted, is zero. They have simply swapped Warhols notionally worth $10 million, a complex legal maneuver known as a 1031 like-kind exchange. But they have also created, for the public record, a $10 million value for each of two Warhols that probably sold for far less before. Each dealer has boosted the price of the other dealer's Warhol considerably and possibly avoided sales taxes in the process, since the paintings become an in-kind trade. Done often enough, Edelman suggested Dealer 1 and Dealer 2 would soon have Warhol portfolios worth $100 million, based on paintings worth far less before. As more Warhols began reaching the secondary market, Jose Mugrabi started buying all he could at auction. Mugrabi made the judgment that Warhol was the greatest artist of the last half of the 20th century. Anthony Daffé declared, "The Mugrabis had a lot of money and bought like crazy. They had barely just bought their first Warhols at the Art Basel in 1987 when they scooped up 20 Marilyns. Larry Gagosian bought all the Warhols he could get at auction too," Daffé recalled. When an important Warhol came to auction,